So my name is Jake Tupy. I'm with Moderno Construction Management. We're out here today surveying a lot for a new home. This morning we met with our survey crew, and they're here to start positioning the house on the lot to make sure that we're hitting all the right contours, and it's being placed in a situation where the grades are going to work out, so our driveways are taken into consideration, our backyards are taken into consideration, just to make sure it's to the right spot so nobody walks in the backyard and don't fall down the hill. So, in acreage situations like we're out here today, we're here on a 5-acre lot. We have to get involved at a different level than your standard kind of city lot or postage stamp lot. Because of the distances, because of the setbacks, we're in the country out here, so we have a lot of different things to take into consideration. Because we're able to move the house so much and really contour it to where the homeowner wants to see it, and they have a lot of input on where it goes, right? Certain city lots, you're just kind of locked in, here's where the house goes at one after the other. Out here we have the lateral movement to kind of create the spaces we want. Yeah, so some of the common mistakes that people can make, if they're out here trying to do this on their own, or they're trying to purchase a lot, just off the market without any guidance or direction. There's a lot of easement and setback issues. Going through a title company to kind of pull all the records on this is very important to know what you're buying, and what you can't or cannot, can or cannot do on a property is very important. So that's always number one. We want to make sure that we know what we're buying and what we're restricted to for potential building on a site. Secondly, another common mistake is people think that they can just put a house anywhere and it's going to work. That's just a very common misconception. If you put the house in the wrong part of the lot, it can be very costly. There's a lot of dirt issues that can happen, a lot of elevation change, which can equate to a lot of dollar signs, right? The dirt's expensive. Dirt to move it, import it, export it, they can get very expensive if you're not positioning the house correctly on the lot. So you kind of make the lot work for the house is what we're trying to do, and trying to marry the two together to make sure that we're not spending too many dollars to put something there that doesn't belong. When people come to me and ask, hey, where do I start on the land buying process, I always try to hit home, commutes to work is always a big thing. So we always start there, right? We always start, where is the area you're trying to build, right? Is it school district driven? Because that's a very, very common misconception, or very, it can kind of be a hindrance when you're trying to find the land, because school district lines, they don't follow any kind of normal path. They can kind of jog around wherever. So you could be buying a parcel in a Prior Lake School District or a Lakeville School District, and it could be Farmington, it could be Jordan, right? That can be a really big issue for some people, not understanding the school district, if that's important to you. And again, like I said, a location to work, where we want to be for kids to school, right? So how we're getting to kids' sports, how it interacts with getting to airports or freeways. So starting those kind of basic conversations really helps us hone in on a certain area for the customer. And then we go to work to try to find, how much acreage do we want? Do we want a 2.5 acre parcel? Do we want a 5 or a 10? Do we want outbuildings? Do we want pole barns? Do we want horses? Do we want livestock or hobby farms? So these are all the questions we ask to make sure we're buying the right property, because there's certain property restrictions within townships. So we're at a county level, and we jump down to a township level. At the township level, we see all kinds of other restrictions as well, as to limiting the amount of houses per parcel sizes. So those are just some of the things that I would start the conversations with our potential buyers, potential customers, asking those questions, kind of filtering it out to find the right spot. Then there's also budget, right? Budget's a huge part of this, trying to marry what we're trying to spend on the whole package, and make sure that we're not overspending on the lot so it kind of starves the house, and we're not spending too much on the house where we're not getting the land that we want. So a lot of conversations around getting to that perfect end goal. So if you're looking to build down here in the Scott County or the South Metro of the Twin Cities, please give us a call. We'd love to help you out. We're here to educate, we're here to help people. We love what we do. We're here doing this every day for 3 generations. So we know the area very well. So we can just ask common questions, answer common questions to help with that process with you guys. So very, very non-confrontational. We're not here to be salesy. We're not here to do any of that stuff for you. We really truly want to help you get to where you need to be. We obviously know what's here, what's going on. We're at a lot of the township meetings, a lot of the county meetings, so we're very involved in the land piece of this. And we also know what's on the upfront and coming, right? We know what's coming down the pike. People are calling us looking to sell their property, develop their property. So even if it's not something you want to do right away, this could be a 2, 3, 4, 5 year process down the road to do something. We're here to help, and here to help guide you through it.